Rodney and Candace here, on the road scholars.
On the road scholars.
So, we wanted to do some episodes called What Happened at the Campground This Week, because we think it would be hilarious for y'all to know what happens
Oh,
when we are work camping in these places.
we
Um,
get some crazy stuff.
Crazy questions, crazy answers to people who are camping. Some people have never camped before. Some, I don't know, just have never been up here um, to a national forest campground that is not managed by the national forest, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes they see us and they simply don't know what to think.
We've been asked this question. This question here, you guys, is
This,
the
this,
best question and the most often asked, right?
do you want to ask me or do you want me to ask you?
I'll ask you. So imagine he's in full gear,
Full uniform,
uniform, got his
shirt,
name tag,
name tag,
shirt,
sometimes hat,
in a golf
in a
cart.
golf cart,
Now,
company
granted,
golf cart.
company golf cart. Granted, people with personal golf carts you're not allowed to have here. So we're the only ones in a golf cart.
The only one.
So let me ask. I'm going to ask him this question. Excuse me. Do you work here?
No, I just dress like this just for the fun of it.
Or, excuse me, do you know where I can find a camp host?
Over there, there's one. I don't know what else to say.
It's like, I don't know what people think we don't work here. We're in full gear, just like, I mean,
I mean, and they're right up here on us. They're looking at the name tag. They're looking at all this.
yeah,
And instead of just saying, "Excuse me, can you help me?"
yeah.
It's really that simple.
Not do you work here. That's such a, it's a crazy question.
It
That's
really
all.
is.
That's all I'll say about it.
Anyway, but it's funny.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it happens so much.
yeah. Almost daily.
Yeah.
Almost daily. We'll be over there either cleaning up a site or updating the bathroom area, and we'll get asked that question.
Yes. And sometimes we'll be out and we get busy here.
Yeah.
And sometimes every site, we have like 97 sites, and they all fill up. And people will come in without a reservation and they'll drive over the entire park. I mean, everywhere. They'll look at us
And keep
and then
going.
keep going.
It's like we know where the open spots are.
Yeah.
We have the heartbeat of the campground in our hands. We can tell you what's open. We can tell you if we're full. If there's a full sign out front, don't come in here.
You're not gonna find a
You're not going
spot.
to find anything.
You're
But
not,
they pass us by like,
you're not gonna have a place to park.
yeah,
And those times are rare. I think we maybe run into about 4 or 5 times
so far.
so far where
Yeah.
we've had to put the full sign up.
But let's just a piece of advice when you come to a campground um, where it's basically you go on recreation.gov and make these reservations, or you can come and see if there's any first come first serve sites. But what you want to do is you want to find the campground host, people that work here. They're in uniform. You can tell who they are. Maybe in a golf cart. Ask them a question, especially if there's not a place where there's an office. We don't have an office here.
Mhm.
So you can't walk up to the office or a kiosk or whatever. Find a host.
Yeah.
Ask them questions.
And there are 3 of them on the site.
Yeah. There's 6 people that
6
work
people.
here. 3 couples. So,
Hmm.
you know.
Oh, and but anyway, that's one. What's the other one? Oh, I'm gonna ask you this one.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Was I supposed to pay? Let me ask it another way, because we hear that. Where am I supposed to pay?
So out front of the campground where you come in, we have a big stop sign. If you're a driver, you know what a stop sign means, right? It means stop. And it says pay here
With an arrow.
with an arrow. It's a big sign saying how much it is per night, whether it's extra vehicles cost, if you want to be here just for the day, bike or hike through, just park. All of the prices are up there. They're all the way, by the time they come to our site, they're in the middle of the campground, which means you've been driving for a minute. You get here and you ask us, where do I pay? And our answer always is what, Rodney?
Up there at the front, at the big stop sign that says pay here.
And they feel like, oh,
I didn't see it.
how can you not see it? I know you see it.
You have to see it.
I know you see it.
It's
I
funny.
hate the people calling people liars. I don't want to call people liars. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Oh, they saw this beautiful forest setting and they looked up and they just didn't see. But you can't miss the sign, y'all. You cannot miss it.
Oops. And if you go to any park, especially if it's a managed park, and there's a sign up, read the sign,
Please,
please.
please.
But sometimes people come in, well, I got in at 10:30 at night. It still says stop and pay here.
And the lights come on. They're motion lights.
You can't miss it.
The motion lights that help you.
And so when you're planning your trips, plan for time.
Yes.
You know that this isn't a hotel, so you're not going to have somebody at a desk.
Right.
Even if it's an estate managed, they're going to close it down usually around 6 o'clock.
6, 7.
Maybe some might go to 8. This is
Yeah.
all over the country.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the rare self-pay areas that's actually managed. Some of them are not managed. And, well, you have a restroom with no toilet paper. Sometimes they're locked, or you don't have trash cans, and those kind of things that you have to prepare for. But when you're going out into a public campground, everybody knows to get up to this mountain, you have to know where you're going. You have to look on the website. You're not just going to stumble upon it. It's too far out of the way. It's only,
Yes.
About an hour from San Diego,
Right. But you're going up in the mountains.
but you're going 6,000 plus feet up in the mountains.
Yes.
So bring money,
Cash.
because they're not going to be able to accept a credit card machine
No.
because we just don't have the service.
We don't have internet up here. You come up here to escape all that.
Yes.
So to come up here and show me your debit or credit card, I'm going to look at it and go, there's nothing I can do with that. What do you want me to do with it? Cut a cake or something? Because I can't take your payment that way.
Yeah.